In this TradingView tutorial, we are going to take a look at the bar replay mode, which can be used to backtest your strategy at your convenience, whether the market is open or closed. Stick around to learn more. Welcome back to Trade with Resolve. If you're new to the channel and interested in viewing live day trades, platform tutorials, or stock market training, then please consider subscribing to the channel for more. If this is your first time viewing our TradingView platform tutorials, we do have more in-depth tutorial videos for you, which you can view in the description box below. This is part 6 of the video series, so feel free to check out the other TradingView platform tutorials as well. Again, they're located in the description box below. Alright, so let's jump right in. I'm currently looking at M&Q futures, the 5-minute chart, so each candlestick represents 5 minutes of price action. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bar replay feature. The bar replay mode is located here at the top. So let's go ahead and select it. We now have the bar replay controls here at the bottom. So the first icon is going to allow you to jump to a specific location. So let's go ahead and select jump to. And here you can see we now have a red vertical line. So you can choose a specific location to jump to. Once you click that specific location, all the candlesticks to the right of the red line will be deleted. So let's go ahead and click this location. For example, let's go with 2 o'clock. And as you can see, all candlesticks to the right of 2 o'clock have now been removed. Now let's take a look at the other controls. So if you select play, you can see here that the candles will begin to move automatically. And you can adjust the speed of the candlesticks as well. So we can go ahead and increase the speed here. And this is going to allow the candlesticks to develop more quickly. Now let's go ahead and select pause. Another option that you can use to control the bar replay mode is simply utilizing forward. Forward is going to allow you to move each individual candlestick as quickly or as slowly as you wish manually. So here we are, just clicking to move each candlestick manually. Okay, all right, so that is how you can use the controls. The other 2 controls left are go to real time. So if you would like to view the real-time data, this is the icon that you can select. And if you're ready to exit out of the bar replay mode altogether, we can just select the X here to exit out of the bar replay mode. All right, so now let's take a look at how you can utilize the bar replay mode to backtest your strategy. And this is going to be a great way for you to document your trades at your convenience to verify that you have a good strategy. So here at the bottom, we can select go to. So let's say we would like to go back to April the 23rd, for example. And then we can select the arrow button here. And if we zoom just a bit, you can see that we have been taken back to the 23rd. And so now let's go ahead and activate the bar replay mode. So here we are, we have our red vertical line. Maybe we want to take a look at 4:45, for example. Let's go ahead and select this location, and as you can see, all the candlesticks to the right have been removed. So now let's go ahead and look for a pattern that we may want to take a trade on, right? So let's look for a setup here. So if we look at the highs of candlesticks, we do have an upper trend line beginning to form here. If we take a look at the lows of candlesticks, you can see that the lows are getting higher, and so this is another trend line that we can form. So now we have connected the lows of the candlesticks and the highs of the candlesticks. So we're basically beginning to see the start of a symmetrical triangle pattern. So at this point, we're going to have to wait to see if there is a potential trade, right? So with the symmetrical triangle, you can look for a break and close above the upper trend line for a potential long opportunity, or you can wait for a break and close below the lower trend line for a potential short opportunity. All right, so let's go ahead and move each candlestick manually here. All right, we're approaching the upper trend line. And now we're coming back down near the lower trend line. So let's go ahead and extend this trend line to the right. And let's also extend our upper trend line as well. All right, so let's continue moving forward. We're looking for a break above the upper trend line or a break below the lower trend line. And we're going to allow the price action to direct us. So we now have a break and close above the upper trend line. So we can go ahead and create a trade plan. We can go down here and select the long position. So let's say we want to enter into the trade at 86.70. And let's say we want to place a stop loss at 54.50, for example. And let's look back in the past to see where we can take profits. So we can see here we have a high around this 98 area, and so let's actually take profits a little bit before that zone. So in this case, let's take profits at 86.95. all right, so you can see here we are risking 15.5 points to make 25 points. So this is a 1.6 RVR ratio. So we have our trade plan in place. We have our entry at 86.70, a stop loss at 86.54.50, and then a target exit at 86.95. We're going to use the call out button here. All right, so maybe you would annotate, was looking for a long opportunity on break and close above upper trend line, for example. I should also mention this is a great way to document your trades. So now we can take a screenshot of this, right? So we have our call out that's telling us what we were looking for. So we were looking for a long opportunity on the break and close above the upper trend line. We have our trade plan here, so our entry, stop loss, and target exit price. And so what you can do is simply take a screenshot and put this in your notes. So depending on what you use to document your trades, whether it's a Word document or a note-taking application, this is how you can backtest and document what is going on with your strategy and keep good records, right? We want to keep good documentation so that we can come back and look at this data later to analyze our strategy. All right, so we have our trade plan, we have our symmetrical triangle setup, and we have annotated what we were looking for. You can take a screenshot, add that to your notes. All right, let's continue moving forward. Let's see if we're going to end up hitting our target exit, or will we be stopped out of the trade? All right, very nice. We're getting some good volume here. And here we are. We would have exited out of the trade for a 25-point profit. Now with M and Q, each point is worth $2 per contract, right? So if you have one contract, that would be $2 per contract. So 25 times 2 is $50. So you could have made $50 on this trade with just one contract. Now let's say you decided to buy 2 contracts instead. Then you would simply calculate 25 points times $4 per point, which would equate to $100 for your profit. Whenever you are documenting your trades and backtesting, you'll want to use the position size that you will be using when you decide to go live with real capital, right? We don't want to use insane position sizes. So we don't want to say, oh, I would have entered in with 20 contracts here. That's unrealistic. And if you're just starting out, then you should probably consider using small position sizes until you gain your confidence. So again, with M&Q features, each point is worth $2 per contract. In this case, we ended up making a total of 25 points here. So with one contract at $2 per point, that would equate to a $50 profit. And so we could have made $50. Now, had we been stopped out, we would have been risking $31. So in this case, we were risking $31 to make $50. So that's a pretty good risk versus reward ratio. All right. So this particular trade plan ended up working out. So again, this was the setup based around this symmetrical triangle. We were able to take notice of the higher lows and the lower highs, which gave us our pattern. And then you look for a break and close above the upper trend line or a break and close below the lower trend line for potential trade opportunities. All right. And so at this point, you can go ahead and take another screenshot so that you will have documentation of before the move and then after the move. And another neat feature about the TradingView platform is you can utilize this ruler here on the left-hand side. And this is going to allow you to select a specific area. We're going from our entry to our target exit. So you can see here with the measuring tool, we can see a few pieces of information. We can see the number of points from the low to the high, the number of candlesticks or bars, and the amount of time. So here we can see from our entry to our target exit zone, that was 4 candlesticks, which equated to a time frame of 20 minutes. The number of points are displayed as well. This was a quick overview of how you can use the bar replay mode to backtest and document your trading strategies. Again, you can consider taking screenshots using the snipping tool if you are using a Windows operating system. You can then copy the images to your document or note-taking application. This will allow you to keep track of what is working and what isn't working so that you can continue to tweak your strategy to your liking. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.